Hey guys, it's Girl Got Game, and yes, I'm going to be playing Roommates. This is going to be our new game. I saw that Trying Morning started a Let's Play of it a little while ago, and I watched a couple episodes, and the game looked really interesting, so I had to stop watching them so I didn't spoil things for myself, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So, let's start a new game, see what happens. They played as Max. I think I will play as Max at some point, but I'm going to play as Anne first of all. Anne thinks that college could be the fresh start she needs to break out of her shell. Her goal is to make at least 3 new friends while keeping her grades up. Well, let's see if we can do that, shall we? Choose the gameplay difficulty. It will only affect how quickly you improve the stats, but nothing else. Let's play on easy. Ah, college. A glorious new world filled to the brim with opportunities for education, community service, and networking. Oh, and also absolutely soul-shakingly terrifying. The population of my hometown is around 5,000. Until now, the farthest I've been from home is 10 miles, and that was to stay with my grandparents while our house was getting fumigated. Ah. I have a hard time looking strangers in the eye, let alone talking to them. I hear you, girl. You may wonder what a shy, small-town girl like me is doing at Liberty University, the 3rd largest school in the state. I'm starting to wonder that myself. I thought I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, but this might be too much. As I walk down the street, I feel like everyone is staring at me. Okay, deep breaths, relax, smile naturally when you make eye contact. It's only a short distance to the place I'll be staying for the rest of the year. I'm living in a house on campus. It's a little more expensive, but most of my tuition is covered through scholarships anyway, and dorm living sounds loud and chaotic, the opposite of what I want. I think it'll be worth the investment. Ah, so you must be number 1 romance option that we're going to be doing. I think his name's Dominic. It's been a while. Are you Anne? A cute, well-dressed young man stands at the door of my house, holding a bundle of papers in his hand. This must be my RA. Deep breaths. Yes. My name is Dominic. I'm the RA for Latin House. Hi, I'm Anne. Come on in and have a seat. I'll start the orientation in a few minutes. Thank you. I'm trying not to think about how often I'm looking at the floor. Just another thing to work on this year. I'm about to step inside when... Wham! I'm knocked to the ground by someone barreling past me. Now normally, Isabella would be number 2, but I think I'm going to skip the Isabella Anne romance and the Rakesh Max romance because I'll be seeing their roots with the different characters anyway. So, hope that's alright with everybody. Anyway. Here's Isabella. Whoops, sorry. She keeps running into the house. Hey, Isabella! I can't believe she just... He gives me a look of concern and holds out his hand. I am so sorry. That was incredibly rude of her. Aw, he's such a gentleman. Are you alright? Can you stand? I think so. I take his hand and try to stand up. I didn't twist my ankle, but that still kind of hurt. I'm having a hard time thinking of anything that would have justified running that fast, let alone not having time to stop and apologize. Is everyone in this house like this? Oh, not at all. He hesitates. Well, everyone has their eccentricities, but they're not all like Isabella, I swear. I would have quit this gig ages ago if they were. He gives me a reassuring smile. I want to make sure everyone here has a good living experience, so if anything's bothering you, just come talk to me. Thank you. Again. I'm glad that there's at least one person here I can talk to. Dominic seems very kind. Finally, I entered the house I'll be calling home for the next year. The first floor is huge. I can immediately see an oversized couch facing a nice big screen TV. There's also some kind of breakfast nook with a big table, and an area with several bookshelves surrounding a bunch of comfortable-looking chairs. I sit on the couch and take a book out of my purse. I love books of all flavors, At the moment, I've got a rather promising fantasy novel to start. I think me and Anne are gonna get along just fine. I love books too. Ah! So there's boy number 2. Before I can get too far into the story, though, Dominic comes back. A young man with spiked, brightly dyed hair swaggering in after him. Tall, handsome, bad boy vibe. The kind of boy my parents always warned me to stay away from, despite not actually having someone like him in a 70-mile radius. Even when they're standing next to each other, he and Dominic seem like they're from parallel worlds. Sup, I'm Max. And, just as I thought, it's hard to look him in the eye. At least I maintained eye contact for a moment. That's good. Hey, no need to be so shy. Anyone sitting here... Ahem! Why don't you take a seat over there? Dominic points to the opposite end of the couch. What, I can't sit next to her? It's better that you both have more space. Bull, you just want to have her to yourself. Dominic slams a packet of papers in front of Max with surprising force. Here are the house rules. He walks over to me and hands me a packet as well, more delicately. I guess Max just irritates him. Let's go over them together. And would you like to start? Oh, okay. 1. There shall be no consumption, storage, or sale of alcoholic beverages or illegal drugs in the housing area, nor shall any underage person be in the housing area while under the influence of the aforementioned substances. Students found in violation of this regulation are subject to dismissal from the housing area and remittance on unused rent under the terms of the contract. I have never touched a drop of liquor in my life. I shouldn't have to worry about this rule. 2. There shall be no pets housed in or around the building. Aw, that's too bad. A hamster might have been nice. Oh well, I should probably concentrate on school anyway. I'll go next. 3. The sidewalk, entries, and stairwells of this building shall not be obstructed or used for any other purpose than for entering and exiting the respective areas of the house. 4. No student shall interfere in any manner with any portion of the heating and lighting apparatus or fire protection equipment in or about the house. There will be no flammable materials or explosives stored in or about the housing area. Blatantly causing fire hazards? They only put rules in after someone's done something dumb. I'm really having second thoughts about this place. Now Max. Now Max what? Read the next 2. Read the next 2 what? Read the next 2 rules, please. Well, since you asked so nice. 5. Students shall not play musical equipment or instruments at such hours and at such volume as to disturb other students in the dormitories. Well, that's good. I hate when my sleep schedule gets interrupted. 6. There will be no firearms or weapons permitted in or about the housing area. It is vital to Dominic that his iron-fisted rule over the populace of this household be lasting and eternal, such that any rebellion can be crushed within a moment's notice. Nice. Haha, very funny. Read it properly. Hey man, I'm just reading what's on the paper. I read rule number 6. Oh wow, that is actually kind of amusing. I'll be right back. Isabella! Dominic drops everything and tears up the stairs with the speed of an angry bull. Isabella? As in the Isabella that bumped into me earlier? She may have been rude, but I can't help but admire the sheer audacity it must have taken to edit the rules sheet right under Dominic's nose. I wish I could be half as fearless as that. Dominic left so fast he dropped our keys. Max stands up and tosses me mine. I just managed to catch it. Well, I'm gonna bring in my gear, then tour the rest of this place. You coming? I would say yes, but I'm gonna leave you for another time. Don't think Dominic would approve since he seemed to be in, competition. That's the word, competition with each other. I wouldn't mind walking around with a handsome guy, but I'm not sure if I want to be alone with this particular handsome guy. If the way he acted around Dominic's any indication, he's pretty confrontational. I am terrible at dealing with confrontational. I think I'd rather explore by myself. Ah, come on. I don't bite. Well, not till the 4th date anyway. That's when you do the weird stuff. He actually winks at me. Did he seriously just... I think I'd rather explore by myself, please. I gotcha. He looks disappointed. I really hope there aren't actually girls out there who fall for that sort of thing. Like we will next time. I bring my luggage up to my room. I had no idea what to pack for a year away from home, so I brought as much as I could. All of my clothes, old notebooks, old scrapbooks, a microwave, my favorite tea mug, my favorite tea strainer, an ironing board, my sewing machine, my sewing kit, my bin of yarn and knitting needles, my goodness. The pillows I made in 6th grade, the needlepoint I made in 7th grade, pictures of my grandparents, parents, and extended family, my laptop, my cell phone, chargers for my laptop and cell phone, and my 50 favorite books. Okay, I completely agree with the 50 favorite books, but everything else seems kind of overkill. I arrange things as neatly as I can before heading out, though the sheer volume of items makes my room look far more claustrophobic than before. I hope there's a thrift store in town. She didn't mention the stuffed toys she brought with her, either. Oh my. There's a sweet smell and some soft ambient music coming from the room next to mine. I wonder who lives here. I knock lightly on the door. No response. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I give the door a louder knock. Hello? A pretty blonde girl peeks out from behind the door. What is this, a sanctuary house for intensely attractive people? If so, what am I doing here? I'm beginning to feel somewhat insecure about my appearance, to say the least. What should I do for her? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Was I disturbing you? Not at all. What the heck is that noise? I feel an awkward silence coming on. I should introduce myself before my flight response kicks in. We gotta get away from this music. I'm Anne. You? I'm Sally. I just moved in this past Friday. It is so nice to meet you. Thank you. Is that incense? Oh, this is just for meditation purposes. The energy here is so hectic that I feel like there needs to be something tranquil to balance it out. Energy? Energy! You know, things like auras. The spiritual forces connecting everything in this world? Why, if there's too much of one kind of energy, then... Rakesh, get in here! Everything ripples outwards from there. I'm going to keep meditating. You're welcome to join me if you like. No thank you. Maybe some other time? Sitting in a smoke-filled room with a complete stranger, even one who seems perfectly nice, is still far outside my comfort zone. Okay, I'll see you at dinner. She waves cheerfully before shutting the door. I walk towards the yelling noises. It would be rude to hide out and eavesdrop. I should at least see what's going on. Oh, it sounds like this will be interesting. I walk farther down the hall, following the sound of Isabella's outrage. The door to what I can only assume is her room is half open. I go inside to see what the commotion's about. Isabella is glaring at a young man, who is boy number 3, who's acting like he's made some very regrettable decisions. I hope the two of them don't fight. I've barely been here an hour. I'd hate to find out I've made a terrible mistake in living arrangements. I think that's safe to say, Anne. Maybe it's not too late to get reassigned. Yet another good looker, though. He looks as though he came straight off the cover of a romance novel. Ooh. I can't believe you painted all over my dance pole! Or he's an exotic dancer and this house is secretly a strip club. What have I gotten myself into? What voice should I do for this guy? I am sorry. Do you not like the colors? It has nothing to do with the colors. I can't exercise with all this fresh paint on here. But it looks more vibrant, yes? No! Well, maybe a little, but I'm still mad because you should have asked before you went off and used my things in your art project. You wouldn't want me to take all your paintbrushes and tape them together to make a dance pole, would you? The guy thinks for a moment, then shakes his head. I would not mind if you did that. And there's the problem. There's such a thing as private property. What's all this about? Dominic just flew in. Rakesh messed with my exercise pole. So I see. And? You're the RA, why don't you talk to him about it? Oh, I'd love to, Isabella. But I'm afraid that overregulating things here would make me too much of an iron-fisted dictator. Seriously? I'm always serious. How else would I crush rebellions? Nice one, Dominic. Oh, whatever. I'm going to take a shower. Don't let the karma hit you on the way out. Ooh. He spots me out of the corner of his eye. Oh, Anne. I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have left halfway through orientation. Did you find your way around okay? Oh, definitely. Please don't worry about it. Let me know if you need any help unpacking. I'd like to make it up to you somehow. I don't, but... Do you know where I could donate some things? I brought way too much. Of course. I know there are some clothes and book swaps on campus. Just have to look up when and where they are. Dominic spends the next hour looking up dates, locations, and directions for various swap events, along with directions to the nearest thrift stores in town. Wow, he really likes Anne. Like, really. I've never had a guy go so out of his way for me, though I'm sure it's just him doing his job as an RA. Yes. Yes, quite sure. As I walk out of Dominic's room with a stack of helpful papers in my arms, I see the pole painting boy come out of Isabella's room, covered in considerably more paint smears than before. Did he spend all that time cleaning up? Hello? Hi. At least I was louder this time, if not by much. Oh, such nice music. He turns to me and presses his hands together in what I can only assume is a respectful gesture. Namaste. You are new, yes? Yes, my name is Anne. I am Rakesh. It is good to meet you, Anne. Thank you. Do you always... I have no idea how to phrase it tactfully. Rakesh tilts his head. Greet roommates. Have paint on? Oh, no, I do not paint other people's belongings. Most of the time. Most of the time? Have you ever had an idea so strong it takes over your thoughts? When I am inspired like that, everything is a canvas. I see. I see I may have to invest in a lock for my door. I'm trying to figure out how to tactfully ask Rakesh to leave my things alone when my stomach growls. I try not to let it show, but suddenly I'm very aware of the smell of food coming from the kitchen. Ah, it is time for dinner. Who's cooking? Usually it is me, but today it is Sally's turn. He doesn't look particularly happy about it, no. Is she a bad chef? No, very good. She is just... She does not cook with any meat or milk products. Not even butter. Vegan? Yes, vegan. Back home, there was no such thing as vegan, let alone vegetarian. Meat, potatoes, convenience store food, maybe some Chinese takeout if we wanted to be particularly fancy. I wonder what a vegan meal looks like. I walk back downstairs and into the kitchen. Sally looks up from her frying pan and gives a cheerful wave. It looks like she's cooking some kind of... patty? Hello again! Dinner will be ready in just a few minutes. Oh, okay. What are you making? Oh, nothing too fancy. I know that most of the people here are omnivores, so I'm making some good old-fashioned burgers and hot dogs. Burgers and hot dogs? But wouldn't those have... Veggie burgers and soy dogs. Oh. They look and taste just like the real thing. You won't be able to tell the difference. She flashes me a smile so bright that I couldn't possibly doubt her sincerity, I'm sure. I suppose I'll take your word for it. Is there anything I can do to help? You sound awfully busy by the noises that are coming from the kitchen there. Oh no, I'm all covered here. You just have a seat and don't worry about a thing. Okay. I go over to the common room dining table and take a seat. Over on the couch, Dominic seems to be giving Rakesh a half-hearted lecture on property rights. Rakesh smiles and nods, but I get the feeling it's not going to stick somehow. Oh, sorry. Getting a bit stiff in my chair. Alright, there we go. I don't see Max yet, but I do hear what sounds like an electric guitar riff from upstairs. Crash? What was that? Hey, is dinner ready yet? Isabella comes down the stairs fresh from the shower. By which I mean she's wearing nothing but a towel. You, get dressed before coming down here. Oh, is little Dominic getting all hot and bothered? He looks so unhappy. At least the guy upstairs appreciated the view. She looks me over. And this girl too. Aren't you the one I bumped into earlier? Oh god, why am I blushing? Enough. Isabella, put some clothes on. It's a towel. I'm breaking neither house rules nor public decency laws. Face it, honey. In a war of escalation, I always win. We'll see about... Dinner is served! Sally bustles out carrying so many platters, it's a wonder she hasn't fallen over. Burgers and hot dogs here, buns here, sweet potato fries and condiments over here. Enjoy! Woo-wee, I'm starved. Max comes downstairs limping a little. Oh? Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just dropped my guitar, no biggie. On his foot? He winks at Isabella. Maybe I just shouldn't ask. We all dig in. The texture is interesting. Oh no. But once you get past that, the taste is okay. Not something I would go out of my way to eat, but okay. I'm going to order a pizza. I reluctantly agree. You big babies, you've barely had a bite each. Oh yeah? If you like it so much, how come your plate's nothing but fries? I'll have some later. I'm just bracing myself. Rakesh pushes his plate aside. Thank you for the meal. I am full. I don't think this is that bad. No, they're right. I must not have gotten a good brand. I'll just have to do better next time. She claps her hands. Dominic, make that 3 pizzas, one with no cheese. It'll be my treat this time. Aw, that's nice of her to do. And so it came to pass that my first meal on campus was delivery. Almost everyone in this house is incredibly lively. Even Sally, despite her whole meditation thing. But even in the midst of all these strong personalities, I don't feel uncomfortable. Maybe this will work out for the best. I hope so, Am. For as long as I can remember, I've had this recurring dream where I hit an alarm clock over and over again until it stops. The strangest thing about it is, it always happens just before I have to get up. I bolt upright and look to my left. Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh no. Did she really turn off her alarm and now she's late for school? 10:28. I have 2 minutes to get to class. Crap. I flit around my room in a frenzy. Socks. Where are my socks? There's my book bag, but where are my notebooks? Are they under the yarn? Wait, no. I put them under my bed because there wasn't enough space. Ah! I finally find everything I need, put on my nice jacket, and race downstairs. I've never done well without breakfast, but can I afford to waste time on toast? I should really get... I spot someone standing stock still in front of one of the common room walls. Is that... Rakesh? I suppose he must not have any morning classes. Rakesh's normally sleepy gaze is sharpened, laser-like, onto some point on the wall. It's a little intimidating. Oh no, is he being inspired again? I haven't seen anyone with such preternatural focus since my uncle's last hunting trip. Preternatural. Are you? Shh. He frowns. And look at that wall and tell me what is missing. It's a blank wall. Decoration? Life. There is no movement, no beautiful play of color, not even the cobweb of a lonely spider. Only starkness. It begs me to hatch its potential. But how? I'm sure this is all very fascinating, but I need to go. I start for the door. Wait. I have it. And we must find a hacksaw. We will carve loveliness into this barren tundra. Please, I have to get to... Are you suggesting that we saw through the wall? Rakesh pauses, then gives a decisive nod. Yes, it is the only way. Oh my god, this is what he meant when he mentioned getting taken over by inspiration. I didn't think it was this bad. I'm so late, and I shouldn't miss my first class. But what if he really does go through with it? Oh. I feel like this is a thing that we do on Rakesh's route, so I'll save it for then. I really don't want to make a bad impression on my English professor on the first day. And even if Rakesh did find a hacksaw, I doubt he would go through with it. Right? Or I hope he wouldn't go through with it. No, don't overthink. Sorry, I can't help you. I flee before Rakesh ropes me into his crazy scheme. And to think I saw him as one of the more reasonable people around here. Rakesh, I had faith in you. Finally, lunchtime. The syllabi were straightforward enough. Luckily, the homework assignments won't be nearly as frequent as in high school, and they only make up a small portion of our grade compared to exams and final papers. College allows for a lot more free time than high school, all in all. Unfortunately, my scholarships aren't going to cover much more than school, books, and board. If I want to be anything other than a crazy hermit, I think it's in my best interest to find a job. I think I'll check out my options after I get something to eat. I decide to grab a bite at the cafe on campus. I didn't pay for a meal plan, so there's no point in going to the cafeteria when the cafe food's probably better. Hey, welcome to Lingua Franca. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. If it isn't the cutie I bumped into earlier. We do have a habit of running into each other, huh? Cutie? You're adorable. I could have a lot of fun corrupting you. Ahem. I'm just kidding. You're so fun to tease. Anne, right? Yes. Do you work here, Isabella? You look hungry. How would you like a meatball sub? That sounds good. Alright then, one meatball sub coming right up. Thanks. How much? And what kind of housemate would I be to make you pay for lunch on your first day of school? You can have it gratis. Just don't tell my manager, okay? Thank you. Isabella winks at me and goes back behind the counter to assemble my sandwich. She's much nicer than first impressions led me to believe. I wouldn't mind working here with her. Here you go, hun. The meatball sub is perfectly wrapped. I suppose she's been working here for a while. I like her, work outfit. Excuse me. Would you happen to know where I would be able to find work? Work? There are all kinds of jobs available on campus. Heck, I started at the cafeteria my freshman year. I mean, it's one of the worst jobs on campus. High pressure, fast paced, and the people are crazy. The only good thing about it is even a monkey could do it. Most of the jobs open to freshmen are like that, though. If you want to get in on something worth your while, you need to show your skills or they won't even look at you twice. Look at her face. For instance, this job. You think all you need to do is look good in a uniform, but people come in with crazy orders all the time. You need to be spontaneous enough to adapt to the customers. Like, if they want marinara sauce on their meatball sub and we don't have it, fast talk them into settling for ketchup, that kind of thing. I think most of the jobs on campus and in town get posted online. You can look up the qualifications, too. Alright. How do I get qualifications? Is Isabella giving us, like, the, tutorial on how to play the game? Well, you want it fast and dirty or slow and steady? Both? I'd like to know my options, I guess. Okay. Now, you'll probably be spending most of your time during the day at classes learning. And since How to Be a Better Short Order Chef hasn't been a class since the school was a technical college, you're going to have to look for things to do. Just working a job is going to make you better at working that sort of thing. Working at the bookstore will get you more organized, for example. It's slower, but you'll make money while you do it. That said, if you check the local blog site, you can find all kinds of things to do outside of school. Since you're my roommate, if you ask nice, I might clue you in on some things to do around town as well. Pretty please? Well, since you asked so nicely, there's a club downtown with a pretty decently low cover charge, and the rock climbing facility is great for the active climber if you'd like to try that. It's pretty fun. They're relatively cheap, too. Not only can you have some fun, but if you pay attention, you'll pick up some good tips on how to do better at jobs. It's faster, but it also tends to cost money. Once you get skilled enough, you can start applying for some of the advanced jobs. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Isabella. Hey, don't worry about it. Come back anytime, little Anne. I'd be happy to show you the ropes. Alright, and that's, oh, do I have to... So, yeah, I gotta plan the rest of my week. I think we'll just leave it there. That's our introduction to the game. So, thanks for watching. I mean, this looks like it's gonna be a fun game to play, so I hope you enjoy it as much as I think I will. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Okay, bye!